Some time ago, when the lilacs were still in bloom, I went for my notebook and I stumbled upon a sketch of a summer outfit I made in the cold days of winter. And now that it's already mid-July, I think it's finally time to bring it to life. And I'd love to share the process with you, with all the ups and downs. Maybe you will learn something from it, who knows. This is the prototype. There's some asymmetry going on here. But something I'm noticing is that this element is a little bit distracting. I think that's because these two sides are symmetric, but then there's this. And it's sticking out too much, you're wondering, okay, why is this there? It's basically like a question. So, we need an answer to that question. And I'm just going to repeat it on the other side. If I ever put it here, obviously, then it's just symmetric. But that's not what we want, so I'm just gonna put it here. And now, it's basically an answer, you see this, you're wondering why is it here, but then you're noticing that there's this element again. Now it doesn't really look like a mistake anymore. It looks like it's on purpose. I hope this makes sense. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But I don't know, just intuitively I think that this just looks better. It looks like it's more balanced. I decided to use an organic cotton fabric because I fell in love with the flower print on it. It kind of reminds me of the 60s, and also the material is very soft and light, which I think is very perfect for summer. And it's too olive. This is a pretty yellow, but also it's too bright. I think it's better to go with a darker color. This might be nice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one here. Now let's sew the darts. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to set the stitch size to the smallest scale. Well, I'm not going to backstitch because I don't want this seam to be so thick. I will just knot the ends of the threads together. Just laying it out like this. And press it. Protection layer. Here you can admire all the pattern pieces cut out. I put some interfacing on the applications. I don't really know what to call them. These things, bandages, that go from the waistline to the hem. And I did that because I wanted to be a bit more stable and easier to work with. To add some interest, I decided to finish the hem of the applications with a closed blanket stitch. I also folded the hem in a way that would make it look like a ribbon edge hem, because that really helps to accentuate the hand stitch so that it doesn't get lost on an even surface that is covered with a floral print. Also, these little triangles remind me of the flower petals on the print, so it's a nice match, right? So this is what we got so far. And now it was time to put in the lining. And if you know anything about sewing, you can see that I did set myself up for failure there. Oh boy, I was not happy about that. But I didn't know at that time. I felt very confident. Didn't see anything wrong with it. But yeah, you see what the mistake was. Well, after a lot of struggling, I realized that it cannot work because the side seams are already closed, and I totally forgot that. But I'm definitely not going to open the side seams because that would mean that I would have to take all that off, and no, absolutely not. I guess I'm just gonna hand sew it. I will make it work somehow, some way. But this this is really something I need to remember, because it's not that I never did it before. I did it before. See? I did it before. But I forgot how it works. And I was too lazy at first to watch a tutorial, so yeah. That's a good lesson for me. Oh. Well, in the end of the day, it wasn't that bad. I just tunnel stitched the lining to the armhole and no one will know. It doesn't look that much different. After that, the top was finished, but it definitely doesn't look good with a red skirt, so I'm gonna make this one instead. And I bought a green, I don't even know, I think it's cotton. Well, I bought this fabric, and because I don't want this to just be a random green skirt, I'm going to give it a nice ribbon edge hem finish as well, and I'm gonna make it out of the same fabric I used for the top. If you have a bit of a butt like I do, what you want to do is you want to add about 2 centimeters to the hem of the back side of the skirt, because I think if you don't, the fabric will lift up a bit, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of a duck, which is not what I want to look like. I kept the design of a skirt rather simple because I don't want it to distract from the top, but I wanted to give it an asymmetric touch as well, so I made one side a bit shorter than the other one. It's simple but effective. Thankfully, I had quite a lot of leftover fabric for the ribbon to use. It's less wasteful, and don't we love that? I also added pockets, and instead of using an overlock stitch to finish the fabric edges, I tried out the fringe seam technique, and I must say I really like it. It looks quite pretty. And last but not least, I had to sew a zipper in. I only had a white one, I know, not very professional, don't judge me please, but I think I did a decent job hiding it. And with that, the outfit was finally finished. I planned a whole photo shooting outside, you know, I thought it would be cute to have a picnic in the sunshine, but it didn't stop raining, so I thought, why not do that in my room at night? Yeah, I know, it's a bit odd, but I thought better than nothing. Well, this is the first time I've had a picnic at 1 AM before, by myself, all alone. It's a bit ridiculous, but you know, it's gonna be fun. Fun! A lot of fun. Okay. You know, if you can't eat properly, you need a napkin. Get the flowers off first. Ooh, because these flowers can get you high, I think. Which, we don't need that, we're already crazy enough. Enough fun now, let me show you the outfit. So what do you think? Is it cute? Is it not cute? I don't know, let me know. What am I even doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day. Bye!